damn, how come I've never noticed this construction going on here? Wow. Yeah, they can show put stuff up quickly. Anyhow, so as I was saying, right, I barely got any sleep, and look, you got the, see that they'll use women like her. You know, she's a Rasta. They'll try to say, oh, well, we got everybody in your community against you. You know, it's those sort of subliminal messages that they sent. All right? And like I said, people are going to believe whatever, because particularly when you have the Sambos and the Sambinas who they send into our community who look like us, you know, who are paid shills, right? So this is what they engage in. Again, I don't believe everybody is involved in my targeting, but I know how they do things. Let's stare her nails. Again, showing you guys again, right? And what it is they do and how they do it. Right? So anyhow, also one of the issues where I couldn't sleep last night is because I was getting this very sharp pain in my left toe, right, the tip of my toe, and I was like, holy crap! This is like, you know, it's like when I get my headaches, except it was in my big toe, right, and it was painful, you know, so I had to turn slightly towards my belly slightly, just to get the pressure off my back, you know, because I sleep on my back. And that was painful. I mean, it was, you know, when I first felt it, I was like, holy shit, what the hell is that? Because I've never felt that before. You know, so it was like a constant, you know, taking an ice pick and jamming it in your toe, right? You hear the New York Predator Department? Because I was talking. So whenever I talk about the further injury that is continuing to happen to me, you know, they will use their sirens. Like I said, every time I bend down and if my back hurts or, you know, I get the headaches, and I start, you know, if I'm screaming in pain or yelling in pain, they'll start immediately using the sirens, right? I mean, you know, and we know what it is that's why they do it, because again, they don't want to be held accountable, right, for doing what they do and the damage that it has caused me, not just psychologically, but neurologically, physically, my back, and being hit with vibrational acoustic weapons. You know, like I said, you know, you look within the, you know, black community, you'll see, particularly a lot of black men over the past decade, you know, have a lot of back issues. You know, some people, you know, I was talking to somebody one time and I was telling them what happened. I said, you know, being attacked by vibrational acoustic weapons, particularly with my back. And they asked me what happened with my back. And they were like, you know, there are times when, you know, I feel like my body vibrates too. I said, you know, I said, yeah, sometimes you can feel the frequency. You know, we've been blanketed with radio waves and microwaves, and these things go through our body. But that's what I said. But I was hit with a concentrated, with a weapon that is concentrated to exert pain and damage to incapacitate me. Okay. And I said it didn't take a couple weeks or months. It took years for them to do what they do, to damage in my back. Years, right? And I'm talking about a violent vibration of the lower half of my body, right? And I talk about this, you know, because I would used to be grabbing my waist to see if my phone, somebody was calling me, if I have my phone on vibrate. and my phone wasn't even on me. You know, I mean, at the time when the cell phone had just came out, you know, you had the belt clip where you put the phone in. You know, because the phone wasn't as advanced as it is now, right? You know, so these were phones that, you know, barely I had we had a camera in it, but it was so, you know, the pictures were not great. You know, you're talking about low megapixels. You know, back then phones couldn't even do what these phones today can do. And so, you know, like I said, I used to constantly reach on my waist, and I'm like, my phone is, why am I, you know, vibrating? You know, and like I said, this went on for years. And then one day, I couldn't get out of bed. I literally could not get out of bed. I literally had to, you know, and I had to pee so bad that I literally almost peed myself. Okay? And I had to crawl to the bathroom. I literally had to roll off my bed, right? Crawl to the bathroom. I was in so much pain. And I laid in bed for about 2 days. I couldn't even go to work. I took my back in bed. Then I went to the doctor. You know, I went to the hospital. I had to, you know, I used to go to the hospital to get shots in my back. You know, with muscle relaxers, in order for me to be able to function. You know, and my back just got progressively worse, to where I could, you know, when I bend down, you know, I would experience what's called microtear. These things were so painful. So, you know, they did a lot of damage. They did a lot of damage, and my back has gotten worse. It hasn't gotten better, as they claim, you know, with the letter that they sent me. And I wish I could find that letter, but these bastards, they, you know, I put the letter in a container that I have, where I store, you know, important documents. Went back to look for it, and it was gone. They literally sent me a letter saying that and this is from the Social Security department. Well, we think your back will be better, and, you know, and your injury will be cured. I'm like, really? You know, I'm like, I wish I could find that letter, man. But they know what it is that they're doing, right? These are coercive threats to try to take away my disability. That's all it is. And they constantly do it. Now, why? Because, like I said, I refuse to be silent and exposing their criminal activities. And what do we know about these criminals? This is why they engage in the psychological realm, right? Because they think they can get away with it, right? But my injury shows that, you know, particularly my brain injury, right? Because you're going to have to explain to me how, you know, and it isn't because of old age or anything like that. Right? So come on now. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next video.